Hello, everyone, and welcome to the first chapter of the Route Splits. Hi, Danny.
Hello. I see a warrior, so you've reconsidered and you're going barter route, I can only assume. And I forgot his recruit. Oh. I mean, that's pretty cool, too.
Fire Emblem Warriors.
Can we do a very quick comparison? Because I would like you to pull up Lot's stat screen. And I would just want to see how stat screws he is.
So let's see. Funnily enough, I know Lot doesn't really have that.
He's 2 points behind in HP. He's 11 points behind in strength. He is exactly on pace in skill. He's actually 5 points speed blessed. He is 11 points behind in luck. He's 2 points defense blessed. He's 1 point behind in resistance. And he's actually on pace in con. Oh, wait, I pulled up barter by accident.
Look at him go.
Barter could do that. Barter would have killed. Actually, barter might not have doubled. Did he require the 15 speed to double?
Oh yeah, he actually did pretty much require the 15 speed to double. Actually,
Barter
-4.
might not have doubled.
Oh no, Barter would have doubled this guy. Barter would have killed.
Yeah, so...
That's funny. So, we're going to
Barter's
let
so cool.
you vibe
I wish
here
people
for a
with
sec.
metal headbands were real.
So true, though. I feel like there are other Fire Emblem
so-
characters that have those, but I'm suddenly blanking on who they are.
Well, there's one in FE7 as well. His name is Barter.
Of course.
Actually, I don't know if he has it in FE7.
I think he does.
He does! It looks smaller, but it might just be... It might just be the spriting, but it looks smaller. I'm choosing to believe that he, like, as he grows, the metal headband also grows. Like, it's not a new one. He didn't get resized. It's a part of his body, and it grows with him. You know, like, if you saw someone with a bigger mustache than they had 20 years ago, you wouldn't say, oh, that guy got a new mustache. You would say, like, oh, his mustache got bigger.
Yes,
and I think
of course.
that we can say the same about Barter's metal band. Now... I noticed that you have an Armor Knight deployed. Is this the Barth strat that I put you onto?
Yes,
and if so,
we're
can
doing
I,
the
like,
Barth strat.
can I gush about it?
You go right on ahead.
Without any investment, Barth can, almost guaranteed, tank this Mercenary and Ballista, because they won't tink him, but they will come very close, and even though they double, he just needs a Vulnerary to outpace their damage. And he's also a weapon triangle advantage over the Merc, which, like, you know, he still has above 50 hit on Barter, but, you know, he could miss an attack. And yeah, so he's taking 9 per turn, but Vulneraries heal 10 per turn, and he has, like, what, 40 HP? 30 HP? Something stupid?
29 at the moment.
30.
We'll take
30-ish. 29 is close to 30.
The big
Like,
thing is they want him baiting
it
this
is not
guy.
free. Are you sure about that? Because he could take 18.
He could if he crits twice, but at the moment there's no one else I really want this mercenary doing combat with. Because he'll do potentially 8 times 3 if Lot has an axe equipped.
I mean, so here's the thing.
I do have an elixir on him too.
What if your Lot had 10 defense instead, and then he would be better?
How much damage would he be taking then? What mathematics?
What if your Lot was a barter?
If only. So I think I want to go
mean, like,
here.
I think you're probably correct, because I do think Echidna is a little bit better than barter. I think Bose is an underrated... Like, the FE6 is so weird that I think, like, you debate whether bows or swords are better in other games because they're both kind of nothing.
Yes.
But in FE6, you're debating whether Echidna swords or Barter's bows are better because they're both, like, going to be a weapon that they use a lot.
Because there are
Like,
other...
the appeal of Barter, like, yeah, he's a big strength axe guy, but, like, you want him because he's a big strength bow guy.
Yes.
He'll probably use axes more than bows, but, like, the appeal is shooting down wyvern. And meanwhile, Echidna, like, she has axes for 1-2 range. She shouldn't fucking use them, because sexism con moment.
So we'll finish this guy off.
You mean the guy that Barter would have killed?
Yes. Actually, I think that guy ran away to go get healed. Yeah, he's down here.
Mr. Heal AI.
He ran off to the fort tiles.
I think that Heal AI is so funny on maps where there's no staffers.
Yeah.
One time I triggered Heal AI on like 3 soldiers in FE7 on the Hector map where it's the one before Merlinus, you recruit guy.
Yes.
So it was a draft, and undrafteds were allowed to reinforcement block if they were force deployed. So I had all of my undrafteds on all of the forts, right?
Yes.
So then I put some soldiers into Heal AI, and they formed a fucking queue in front of the throne.
All waiting to get healed.
because they could get healed from that. It's very funny.
I know I've seen that happen with Pegasus Knights in Chapter 12, the second map of Hector Hard Mode, where they'll all just sit there in front of a fort, waiting their turn to get healed.
Mm-hmm. That's the route map, right?
Yeah.
Where, like, you don't have a flyer, but there's flyers whose heal AI puts them in the ocean and lets them heal 2 HP per... Like, it's so... God, that map is awful.
You just sit there waiting. Oh, I forgot to train the axe. Oops, daisies.
So you know how it, like, starts raining and then stops raining and starts raining and then stops raining?
It's a really fun map mechanic.
So, in that map,
Woo!
after a certain number of cycles, it'll just stop raining and it'll never rain again, right?
Yes.
Which is good. There are 2 other maps that use rain. Like, one of them is snow, but it's rain. Like, it's the same fucking mechanic. Those 2 maps end the cycle on infinite rain.
Yes, I remember the Lin mode one does that. You'll just be stuck watching the rain fall forever.
He's gonna take 18. He's gonna take 18.
He's fine.
He's gonna get crit by the ballista. I mean, he'd live it too anyway.
That'd be really
That's how
funny if he
fucking
did.
risky this is. You gave him a vulnerary, right?
He has a vulnerary and an elixir.
Okay. Because the vulnerary is, like, important to his longevity.
Yes.
You know, I don't want to overstate, like, he's not getting tinked, and he is getting doubled.
He is taking
But the
damage.
fact that he can do this at base, and, like, he's not a unit that you miss elsewhere on the map. Because he wouldn't get elsewhere in the map, because he's got 4 fucking movement. But, like, the fact that at base he can do that with virtually no risk of death. Like, I usually don't bait the killing edge guy with him, but I also usually have more units than, like, more competent units than you do.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever deployed Volt for this chapter, for example. Just to name one unit who I usually don't have on this
You mean
map.
you don't appreciate Walton is... I think all of Walt's stats are below 10 right now. Let me check.
He's the single-digit wonder.
Yeah, he's level 12.
Single-digit
All of his
sniper.
stats are all of his stats are below 10.
Hey, I'm just saying, you're about to get a fuck ton of Orion's bolts.
I sure am, and he's getting one of them. Assuming he's still around, he's definitely getting one of them. Because
Really? You're not handing one out to Shin?
oh, I'll give one of them to Shin. Well, I guess assuming I'm keeping all of Klein's dudes alive, which I'm probably not, but...
Yeah.
I really don't use the Wodow on this, but... what if we don't use it? So that's 22, that leaves him at 7.
I mean, okay, alternatively, right? There's only 2 people who can use the Wudao.
That's true. We'll just use it.
Use it while you have the opportunity to do it. Because, like, if Fear dies, then Rutger's the only Wudao user.
That is very true.
Let's be honest, Fear's not great.
We're trying to
Like,
make
ours
it
is a
work.
little bit screwed. Ours is a little bit screwed. Fear fans, don't get too up in arms. Like, I recognize that ours is screwed. I don't think she would be great even if she was average, because she's not that screwed.
No, she's 2 points
what,
behind.
Like 2 points behind? Yeah.
Nice.
Thunderbolt and lightning, very, very frightening.
Zoo is being very
Look,
helpful.
if you
want to
do finger, or not finger, training projects. Sorry, earlier today I was recording background footage while binging Elden Ring videos, so for some reason, just fingers are on the mind.
Fair.
But if you want to do training, like if you're in the market to train someone, you did deploy both Sue and Lolina. Can I propose that we train one of Roy's girlfriends?
It is a possibility. And I don't think it's a very bad one either.
Because, like, first off, we are going to have to deploy Lolina at least one more chapter, right?
Yes.
Probably better to train her than Sue, because you don't want to get fucking stuck in Sakai.
POV, you're going to Sakai.
I mean, like, I am a Sakai, not Sakai defender, but Ilya hater.
Yeah.
I think Ilya is also garbage, it's just less garbage, and it gets off cheap. Like, it gets off scot-free for the horse shit it does, because people are like, well, it could be Sakai, and it's like, yes,
It
Sakai's
could be
annoying.
worse.
But the thing is that, like, a lot of the Sakai maps, like, there are solutions to the Sakai maps that are just not fun.
Yes.
Right? Like, the two big ones are, I think it's called Law of Sakai, where you get all the reinforcements, right?
The one where they just show up out of the tents or whatever.
Mm-hmm. The solution to that map, and this is not fun, this is not a fun solution, it's Douglas and 8 million turns. I'm pretty sure Douglas takes like 1 or 2 damage from all of them. So you just have Douglas deal with everyone. Like, it's like the it's FE11. It's just FE11, use a big general.
Wolf or Sedgar and just go crazy.
Because all of them are nomads, and for some reason they all have like low might bows. Like short bows and shit.
They all have like short bows and long bows.
Yeah. And like it's scary because there's a lot of them. So like anyone who does not have enough defense to take 0 from them will die. But like I don't think Douglas has enough at base to take 0 from them, but he's got a fat HP pool and he's probably only taking 1 or 2.
Yes.
Yo. And then the other annoying one is Gel, and like it's an even more frustrating solution, but you give him the old Hyman.
A stat
Is
above
it
10.
the skill you were excited about? Well, his HP has already been above 10.
Why does he have 30 HP now?
Because he gained HP.
I can't.
Speaking of Astolfo, are we gonna do the Great Antitoxin Heist 2 Electric Boogaloo?
I've thought about it.
It's harder to pull off here.
Yeah.
Because there's not really any natural, like... So, the reason that it's so easy to do in, the previous map is there's that cliff section where the pirates are funneled to go... They're funneled to somewhere where they're choked in. There's no choke point for someone who can water walk on this map. Because all of the areas with cliffs on one side have rivers on the other side.
And they can just water walk around you.
Yeah. And then bridges aren't choke points because they can water walk.
Yeah.
So, like, it's a lot harder to just set up the infinite money machine and grind away. Because you really do need to, like, you need them to be stuck in that space. Because otherwise they'll just be like, oh, we'll just go fight the archer instead. But you can probably steal a couple.
I'm sure I can get away with
Not having Merlinus alive, though, like... Because, I mean, not that I'm assuming you will play badly and Merlinus will die. Not that I'm assuming that, no, I would never. But Merlinus being alive is kind of like a key part of it. Because there needs to go somewhere.
You need somewhere to dump all of them.
I guess you could also, in the previous map actually, you don't really need Merlinus, you can just like give them to Shauna and have her sell them or whatever.
Yeah, fly them over to the shop.
But...
Huh. The fact that he doesn't...
Yeah, I've only ever done it in draft, so I always have Merlinus. Wait, what'd you say?
I'm just shocked that he's not getting completely annihilated by this mercenary. He doesn't get doubled.
Remind me, was it Noah who died last map?
Yeah.
Or Dorothy?
Noah
So
died
Trek
last
is our
map.
last Cavalier.
He is.
I mean, like, we have Marcus and Zealot, right?
Yes.
But they're paladins. Oh my god. Do you want to hear something funny?
Oh, absolutely.
So, the first Fire Emblem game I ever played was Fire Emblem The Sacred Stones, right? And I had one of every class itis, as I think a lot of people did, right?
Yes.
For some reason.
You gotta have
And I
class
think
variety.
I think the reason for this, right, is a lot of people come from traditional RPGs, like turn-based RPGs, to SRPGs.
He got res!
Yo, that's like 3%!
Yeah, I just got the 3% res growth. Let's go!
Yo, is it 3 or 2?
I think that's like 2,
It's
actually.
It's like a guided level growth rate or something like that. It's really bad. Sorry to completely derail your story there. I just
No,
got excited.
that's so much cooler than anything I was gonna say. I'm typing it out as we speak. It's a 2%!
2% res, and we got it.
Yo, Barth is a Gaiden unit confirmed. He has... Okay, we've never seen Valbar with the helmet off. How do we know that Valbar doesn't have a flat head, and they're not, like, fucking twins, or what if this is a Camus Zeke situation?
It's the same
Spoilers
person.
for spoilers for Arcanea games.
If I'm remembering correctly, the boss that you're fighting when you find Valbar is named Barth in SOV.
So what Valbar did is he killed him in order to steal his identity. It's like the Flash, where the Flash is like, in the first season of the shitty CW, the Flash, he's being tutored by like this professor guy, right? Who's like tutoring him on how to be the Flash. And then it turns out that the professor guy is actually the Flash's arch nemesis from the future, who time traveled back in time and killed the professor guy in order to impersonate him, in order to teach the Flash bad lessons and make him worse at being the Flash, so he could defeat him in the future.
Now that's the long
Anyway.
game.
That's what Barth was doing. He's teaching Roy, who in the sequel to FE6 becomes an evil pirate. He's teaching Roy all of the wrong lessons. He says, "Hey Roy, look at my stats. Look at the stat spread.
This is
a good stat spread. You should invest purely in one stat. Min-max the hell out of stats, but make the stat that you min-max min-move max defense."
Exactly.
I think we've solved the puzzle.
I need my whiteboard with like the red thread connecting everything together.
Don't you mean your red board? Because they're red units?
That's true.
Or I guess that's why the thread is red. It's the blue board, because the thread is red, which reveals that he's actually a red unit, but it's the blue board because he hides as a blue. Yeah, every time you check that combat, it's still 12 damage from Gantz Lance, but he gets doubled, or 10 damage from the Iron Lance, but it's a 67 hit.
I do that all the time.
I mean, we've all been there, but it's just funny to be on this side of it.
And see it happen. There's not really much of a risk in going for this. Oh wait, there's this guy down here.
There's a fucking shaman. That seems risky.
Yeah, there's a dark mage right there. I actually don't like that.
But Roy, I think Roy's in trouble now.
20, because he's getting support bonuses. 18. Oh, never mind. Blech.
Yeah,
That's
like you have to go for that kill now. Like it's just mandatory now. Because you can't risk Roy's death.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
He's still in range of both of them, and he's in a worse situation then
Yeah.
because he's getting doubled now from being weighed down.
I guess I could take
And then
off with
Stu could take drop, but like it feels like he's still in the.
2, 3, 4,
It feels
5,
like you're just still in a
6.
bad place
Drop.
because like. So here's the thing, right? If he gets hit by both of them, he dies, right?
I think.
So have him attack and pretend like here he has a 67% chance to not get hit by both of them.
Oh yeah, because he takes 20 damage from this guy.
So here he has if you attack, he has a 67% chance to not get hit by both of them. If you don't attack, he has a less than 67% chance to not get hit by both of them. I mean, I say 67%. It's higher than that because... okay.
He'll hit. I hate you.
No! No! How did he... I was gonna say it's higher than that because the 65 could miss too. I was the right call. I wasn't
No.
misleading,
That was the
promise.
right call. No, you made the right call. That's exactly what I should have
Like,
done
it's
there.
statistically, you could have barriered him.
Oh, I could have barriered him up. Because I completely forgot this guy
I didn't think you
existed.
had barrier staff yet. You get it in 7, don't you?
Well, now he gets... okay.
Okay. Bait with fear.
That's what I'm
See if-
thinking. Put fear down here and see if they go for her.
The mage goes for her. Wendy just pretending she's contributing.
Oh well.
Wendy just pretending she's contributing is so fucking fun. Oh!
Okay.
What the fuck are you doing,
Okay.
bro?
Well, he still
What the fuck are you doing?
he still dies to the dark mage, but
Oh, wait, really?
yeah, the dark mage does 20 damage to him.
It's a 56. Simply dodge!
It's 2RN. Oh my god! Thank you.
So here's what happened, right? Is we informed him because Barth was like, dodging is for chumps. You must take every hit and defend. And then after we cracked the code and realized that Barth is actually like Zoom, I think the guy's name is Zoom.
I think that's the
Or
season 2
speed?
guy. Something like that.
They are all fucking synonyms for speed because every single fucking The Flash villain is just I'm
he goes
fast. Which, like, I get it. Like, every good superhero has at least one villain. Every good superhero has a villain that is I am you but evil, right? You know,
I'm you but stronger.
Superman, I mean, he has more than one villain that's like that, but like Superman has evil Kryptonians, right? Spider-Man has Venom. Like, Venom has different powers than Spider-Man. Don't fucking at me, nerds. But Venom is evil Spider-Man. Like, he mirrors Spider-Man. I know he has different powers. I know he has more powers. But, like, the idea is, you know, his extending is like web slinging stuff, right?
Yes.
Every good villain has, like, every good hero has a villain that is, like, their powers but evil. Even Batman has, like, Anarchy, who's, like, more of an anti-hero, but he's, like, basically, he's Batman, who Batman has to go against sometimes. The Flash has, like, every villain is I'm the Flash but evil.
I do remember that from the short bits of the series that I've seen, that most of the villains were just, I go fast.
I think, like, his rogues gallery is deeper than the show probably makes it seem.
I'm sure.
But I think the fact that the show had that many speedsters who
At
are like,
all.
look, I'm sure they're all very different and unique in the comics, but like,
The show didn't make that
also
apparent.
they're also just all go fast. Like, there's only so many variations on I go fast, especially since in the Flash logic, I go fast means I do everything. Which, like, I do think it's cool that they're like, as he learns more about how to do speed stuff, his powers get like power creep.
Yeah, he learns how to do like other cool stuff with the go fast.
Yeah, like, I'm pretty sure... I know in the comics this is the case. I don't know if this is the case in the show. But he can, like, phase through walls by moving his particles really fast. He can travel through time. Like, he does the Superman thing, where he rotates the world backwards, I'm pretty sure.
Basically.
He can walk on water, Which I think that's an early one because that's a that's a real logical extension, right? If you're moving
Yeah.
too fast or whatever, right? But then he can walk on air because he's moving too fast for gravity.
Oh, that's
and then he
cool.
can travel through dimensions because he's moving too fast for dimensions to make sense. Like, it gets absurd.
So what's your opinion? This guy.
Steal the vulnerability, that's my opinion.
Okay, noted. So we have two options. Does he even double barth? I know that sounds like a stupid question, but he loses 2 speed, 7. Oh wow, he actually doesn't. He actually doesn't double barth.
I was gonna say Barth has like an actual speed stat. Like, I know Boars has 3 speed, and like Boars is faster than Barth, but you got to remember that's because Barth joins in chapter 8.
So that would be 27 on his 15 defense. I did that backwards.
God, this guy is so unimpressive.
Oh, he still gets one shot by a crit. Ouch. So, Lot, I think, is the only one in my party that survives a crit, and he survives on 4 HP. Which means all of this kills him too.
Yeah, any of them ship him down.
So, unironically, I think my best bet is he'll have a 20-ish hit on fear. I did the math. He'll do about 20-ish hit on fear. But I think that's better than like just hoping Lot dodges everything.
Do you need to bait him though?
He can reach up to here.
Oh, he can reach the bridge. Okay. Are you going to send Geese to save the village?
That's
because normally
actually
that's Shanna's job, but like you don't have a Shanna.
I actually really like that idea.
And like Gonzo will get to that village before you can clear this bridge, just at the pace that you're playing,
Yes.
which is not an insult. It's the pace you have
No.
to play
Yeah,
these
yeah,
fucking
yeah.
scrubs. But I think as a result of that, like, I don't think it's a huge item.
It's
in
a
there. In
sword
fact, I can
reaver.
look it up. Yeah, so like it's
I'd like to
decent,
have
right?
it.
Like you're not gonna be
It's
not
not
gonna
the end of the
reset
world.
over losing it, but like an early reaver is nice. Like you can't buy them until the Twin Bridges map.
So you're functionally gaining 4 maps of it, because the Twin Bridges map I count as a map you're gaining of it, since the armory is next to the throne. So like having a Reaver, I think there's a lot of thieves in 8 or in 12X, and there's sword calves in 13.
Yeah, there's
That I
definitely
think would be the big ones.
places where you want one.
I believe there's a sword master in 12. Like a group of merms and a sword master, but I might be making that up.
Definitely want to drop you.
Let's check. Let's pull up FE6.
Oh, here's Gonzo. Hi, Gonzo.
Yeah, so that's the timer for this is the timer for the village. So I find Gonzo's inventory really cool. I know people meme. Oh, it's a warrior and fighters, not a swordmaster and merms. Okay, so there's
Gotcha.
actually not really any. Yeah, other than there's some sword calves in
Trying to
11
Oh, here he
and
is.
some sword calves in 13. But like it'll be useful for them too.
Yes.
Also nice.
I can feed this guy to someone. I can feed it to Lilina.
You could feed it to Fear or Lilina, yeah. I mean, so Lilina gains more out of it, but
Yeah.
is she safe? Because there are archers and shit.
I can always 2-range from the other side of the bridge and then walk Lot over the bridge.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm going to turn Astor's animations off because I think he's going to be, like, safe. These guys have, like,
Yeah.
10 hit on him.
Well, but
we'll
remember, they can water walk, so he's not choking them effectively.
Oh,
Like,
that's
they
true.
can get to...
As much as I would love to steal more antitoxins, I think I'm just going to kill.
I think that's correct. Also, I love that they're named Robber.
Yeah, it's an older patch, so you'll see that some of the names are kind of weird, but I do like Robber.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're just called, like, bandits or something in the newer patch.
Something like
But
that.
Robber is pretty based. Can that Merc reach Geese?
Nah, we're good. If anything, he's actually
Oh,
pretty
you know
safe
what you
over
can
here.
do? You can get the Sword Reaver and then immediately put it to use.
I could, but
I mean, Geese sucks.
19. He takes 22 damage from the mercenary with the sword reaver equipped.
Who designed this unit?
I guess we didn't talk about Geese whenever he showed up. Geese is a case study in why having average stats across the board is bad.
Geese is also apparently the unit who every single bisexual person thinks is the sexiest thing on earth. I swear to God. I swear to God. I swear to God. Everyone I talk to says he's so sexy. And I don't know. I don't know.
I don't think if
Are you bisexual? Comment whether or not you find him sexy.
But I don't find him that sexy, so I guess that.
But you're not bi. So like, I started to dox you, I guess.
Oh no. Anyways. Yo, magic.
A very Lalina level up. Lalina is definitely one of the units of all time.
Most definitely. So is look at this.
She's so interesting to talk about because I think she's like simultaneously very over and underrated.
Yes.
Like not by the same people, obviously, but interesting. You're not attacking.
No. I just mostly wanted him out of the way so I could kill Lot.
I thought you were checking the killer bow crit.
Let's see. There's so many mercenaries down here. Are you out of shots? Okay, he is.
Check if the other one can reach though.
Wait,
I don't
other
think
one?
he can. I thought there was a southern one.
Oh, there's only the one. You gave me a heart attack there for a sec.
I thought there were two. Sorry for gaslamping you.
Okay, I kind of want to do this and then finish with fear. Because that'll leave him at 10. We use the Iron Sword so it doesn't wreck or avoid.
Yeah.
And I'm okay with him eating the little bit of damage from this.
Just to set up the kill.
Yeah.
Are we still on the fear copium train?
I'm coping really hard right now.
Look, at the very least, she will double everything.
Yes.
Get strength plus.
Nope.
No.
Denied.
Skill. Like, it's hard to be mad at the skill level of an FE6, but fear's making it
She already has plenty of it.
real close.
Do you get one shot with this guy? Oh wow, she actually lives. I think we'll just kind of
put her there as bait then. No.
I could. I think I'm gonna want.
Does
her
he?
stats.
Does he need to heal? Like, is he gonna see a single round of combat for the rest of the time?
I think he might be useful here in a bit.
Okay. Just. I guess I'm not used to Barth doing anything after he chunks the ballista.
That's understandable.
I guess I'm used to people moving too fast for his stumpy little legs.
That's fair.
Oh, you want to know something a little bit tragic?
Yes.
So I'm playing a Sacred Stones remix thing, right?
Uh-huh.
And one of the results of it is that some classes no longer have a branch.
Oh.
Some can branch, but some no longer have a branch,
Why
right?
didn't you guys move? It always terrifies me whenever enemies on the map don't move.
Gilliam no longer has the option to go Great Knight.
Oh, so you can only promote him into a
And
good
that
class.
just feels mean. Like, he can only go into a 5 movement promoted class.
That sounds pretty
Tragically.
gross.
It just feels unfair.
Is there like a reason given for why some of the classes don't have their branch promos anymore? Or is it just kind of this is what we decided?
There is a logic to it. It's complicated. I'll be vague about it because I'm going to be making a video on this particular hack. I don't want to give too much away.
Fair.
I guess. I'll say that. But yeah, no, I don't disagree with the decision to restrict Gilliam, but it is tragic.
It is definitely a decision.
I think if I were making the classes, it is not the decision I would make. However, I still think it is a good decision. Like, it is very tragic, but I can understand why they did it. If that makes sense.
Oh, lot. I trusted you.
I mean, this is proof that Walt is just more reliable than Lot.
True.
Which is actually true, because he's just at the point in the game where you should be using him, which, spoilers, is not this point in the game. Walt is like the accurate chip. So I think Walt is... Okay, here's this fucking stinker take right off the presses.
Uh-oh.
I think Walt is actually unironically better than Lot.
Interesting. Because I find...
What is Lot doing for you?
Being very funny. And that's about it.
So Lot's job, I think, is to provide some chip damage, right? Like filler funky chip.
Yes.
Right? That is also Walt's job, but Walt does it with higher accuracy and without being countered.
How? He can only get reached by
The
one.
cheeky 4%.
Big HP pool.
But yeah, Walt does it more accurately and without being countered in exchange for doing less damage, right? I would take the accuracy and the uncountered over the extra damage because Lot's not doing that much more damage. Also, that was a hell of a level to end
Yeah,
on.
what a way to go out. I can't believe I have this. This is, like, actually pretty good.
I mean,
This is solid.
you did just say what a way to go out and tempt the wheel. And then you said I can't believe I have this and tempt the wheel. I have a feeling that you're not going to have that for long.
Oh god, it's my fault.
Mm-hmm. It is. It absolutely is. And I will laugh when it happens.
Please do. I deserve it. We'll heal her. But we don't need to.
Or she'll dodge. Because she's a merm.
That's what they do. They dodge things. And how many people does it take to kill one mercenary? Let's see. Here comes the
I
FE6.
do like it when merms lean into the dodge roll.
Me too.
Like with their skills and stuff. Like Julius Blood, for example. Or in Tearing Saga and some ROM hacks, there's Mengoosh as a weapon, which gives like an avoid bonus. And other classes can use it, but it's usually found on Myrmidons.
2, 3. There we go. So I just have to do 14 damage, which we have to use
And
Hellfire.
she can. Ooh, well, she can't hit very well.
Nah. It's all safe though.
As a reminder, this is the unit who supposedly has 100% hits on hitting in 0 growths.
Dang.
Which just does not feel numerically
No.
correct because the numbers don't actually reflect that.
Oh.
Killing Ch10.
Yeah. This is safe.
Oh, heartbreaking.
Sad.
I like it. I like it when the crits happen.
Me too. As a kid, I always kind of thought it'd be a
Not a
neat
good
mechanic.
way to go out.
Oh, actually, we still have you.
Yeah, I think that's safe too.
You'd have to get crit like every single time in order for this to go badly.
Actually, only 3 times.
Okay,
3 crits is 27.
we could try Trek. Because that almost went
What
really
happened
well.
last time that we relied on Trek to hit a shaky hit rate, Jacob?
Yeah, it went so
What
well
happened
last time.
time?
Oh, I forgot they don't like mountain ride ballista in this game. They just sit on them.
Yeah, so he can leave it immediately. I mean, it's helpful for you in the Twin Bridge when you have, like,
Yes.
climb on the ballista.
It's very useful there.